Next on 7 News, the man at the top of Colorado's prison system subjecting himself to a punishment reserved for the most dangerous offenders. Executive Director Rick Ramish talking with 7 News about his day in solitary confinement and his resolve to eliminate the practice altogether in Colorado prisons. It's called administrative segregation, or ADSEG, a way to isolate prisoners who pose a risk to the rest of the inmate population.
We've done probably more.
Department of Corrections Executive Director Rick Ramish checked in for a night last month, spending 20 hours behind bars in a Canyon City prison cell.
20 hours is nothing, but to me, I was ready to leave and felt that I wasn't ready to ever go back and do that again.
Ramish writes about the experience in a New York Times editorial. He says people go into ADSEG not knowing when they'll get out, some spending months, 23 on average, even years in isolation.
We've come to the realization you just can't treat people like that.
Almost 1 year ago, parolee Evan Ebel was released directly from administrative segregation and went on to murder Nate Leon and former DOC Executive Director Tom Clements, who was already working to reduce the ADSEG population. I recently spoke with Ramish about his resolve to continue the work of his predecessor.
We have maximum security facilities. We have people that are well trained on how to handle dangerous people, yet we feel they're too dangerous to be in general population, so we'll put them in administrative segregation and then, oh, by the way, release them into the community, and it just doesn't make any sense. You're right.
He says isolating an inmate for any reason is a quick solution, but doesn't get at the root of the problem.
A year ago, we had, for instance, 140 major mentally ill individuals in administrative segregation. Today, we have 8, and we're working on those 8. I personally feel that we need to do everything we can to relook at the way we handle people, whether it be discipline or punishment, and ensure that those that go into admin segregation, if they in fact need to go in, that we have a way to get them out.
Ramish says his goal for eliminating the practice of releasing inmates from administrative segregation is June of this year. Right now, he says they're also working closely with law enforcement when these individuals get out to track them more closely.